Hi everyone and welcome to a quick look at the YN-600 video light. I've been meaning to review this and talk about this for a while. It is remote control. I am going to turn it on now. Obviously I'm not going to face it towards the camera. I've just turned it on with the remote control. Now you have two different settings that you can adjust. You can adjust the 5500 degrees Kelvin, which I will do now. I'll just turn the orange one off. So that's the white light. You'll probably be able to see if you look between the doors on the... That's the white, so we can go up in points 10, 20, 30, and you can go up in points of 10, or you can go and press the button and set it so that it goes up in 0.1 increments, but I don't find out I need that. So that's the white LEDs. Then you've got the orange, and you'll see now, I don't know if the camera's going to correct the white balance, but they're the orange LEDs. So I'll just turn that down and then we'll turn the white on. And I will tell you now that you get fantastic results from this light on having it on half power like that. 50% on the whites, so I'll just turn it off. 50% on the whites and 50% on the oranges. Really do. They'll give you can have like a couple of meters away from your subject and they'll give you 1/160th of a second at f2.8 at ISO 200. So it really is a powerful light. Now, if you look here, we have got a fan built into the back, and that comes on when you've got the light. When you've got the light at about 100%, it comes on. Under 60%, it doesn't tend to come on, and it can be a touch. It's not really noisy, but if you had it right next to your microphone, it might pick up slightly, but that's no different than being outside in the street and talking through your microphone and it picking up the ambient noise from the background. So it's not really that bad, but I thought I'd mention it. We have got two nice big batteries here which are powering the light. It also, I don't know if you can see, is that on the video? Yeah, this is the power LED, not power LED, the power port. It also takes, which I've not actually got yet, but it takes an adapter so you can actually plug it into the wall. But for my work, I tend to do a lot of running and gunning, so it's handy that I can just sling it on a light stand. It has got 600 LEDs, half orange and half white. I'm just going to show you some more settings on the basically, if you press this top button here, it is how much that your points go up. If you look now, can you see how I'm now only taking it up 0.1, but I leave it on this one where I can go up 10 points at a time. But you can press that button and basically you can go 10, 11, 12, and you can do it that way if you want. This bottom button here tells you the power of the battery on the right hand side, so it's a power level of 9, which is full, and a power level of 9 on the other side as well. So that's a really good feature. Sometimes if you turn it up on full, I'll just go up full. Now let's try it. You'll see, oh no, it's still giving me 9 and 8 on one side. That's the left battery, and 9 on the right hand side. So that's another good feature. And then here you can manually turn the LEDs up and down. You've got the orange LEDs and the white LEDs. And there you go. And that's basically all I can say about this light for now. It does come with another diffuser. You get the white one and the orange. As you do with all the YN video lights, you always get a white diffuser, which is in it right now, and you also get an orange one. You get an handle which puts it onto a light stand. Let me just move the video camera down a bit, and you can see that's the little stick that you get with it. It screws into the bottom of the light there and just slides onto the light stand, and it works absolutely phenomenal. And there you go, that's the front. So you get the nice barn doors as per usual, and then you get the diffuser as well. I will tell you that it's an outstanding light. It's only about £80–90. It's worth buying. Do get the wall adapter though, because I do believe that the wall adapter will charge the batteries as well, and that's a really good feature. And if you're going to be using it like at speeches and stuff like that, you maybe could plug it in. But these batteries do easily last a couple of hours. Easy on 50%, you'll get 2 hours out of it. So that, to be honest, that'd be good enough for my full wedding. I won't really need it on for more than 2 hours. I do recommend that maybe you get 2. It's fantastic for video work, and it's also fantastic for photography. Right, so here we are, just showing you a few shots taken with the video light. The video light was about 2 meters away, and the shot is fully video light. It's no ambient whatsoever. I don't know if you're interested, but these were shot with JPEG straight from the Canon EOS 7D Mark II, and I focused on the left eye here on the teddy bear. Not that I don't suppose you bothered, but I just thought I'd tell you. And as you can see, on half power at 2 meters away, we've got 1/160th of a second at f2.2 at ISO 200, and that is just a phenomenal shutter speed to be able to use with a video light. I'll just show you a few more. And just to show you, I then use just the ambient in the room, and you can see that the settings are exactly the same. The light's turned off, obviously, and that's just ambient light. But if you look at the ISO, it went up from 200 to 10,000. So that's, let's just work that out. 200 to 400 is 1 stop. 400 to 800 is 2. 1600 to 3200 is 3. 3200 to 64 is 4. And 12,800 is 5. Near enough 5 full stops of light that the LED light is giving me at half power. So there's your ambient, and that's your ISO you'd get. Bit of noise in background. Teddy bear don't look too bad, to be fair, but there you go. Anyway, I've slowed the shutter speed down now a little bit, and we're getting f4 at 1/100 of a second at ISO 200, and that is on half power, remember? So, and I'm 2 meters away, so that's roughly the distance you'd use. And I mean, to be able to get 1/100 of a second and f4 at only ISO 200, it's a very, very capable light. I mean, if you upped your ISO to 800 or even 1200, you'd be able to shoot at f8 at 1/100 of a second, which makes it a very, very versatile light. We'll just shoot for a few more, see if we did out else. There you go, so we're at f2.8 at ISO 200 at 1/100 of a second. And remember that absolutely no ambient was taken whatsoever. And this was really knocking the aperture down now and focused on the left-hand eyeball. And we're at f2 ISO 200. Now, I would recommend that, really, you want to be recommended ISO for this, I'd say, is about 400, something like that, which is nothing of an ISO, and the light will become ultimately powerful. Let's just have a little look at some of the focus on that. If we look, we're on the f2.5 at ISO 320, and we've got the shutter speed at 200 of a second now. And if we have a look, I focused on this left eye here, and you can see, and I moved the focus point on the EOS 7D, so, and they're all absolutely really, really sharp. I mean, if you look, that one there, if you look at the eyeball, it's a bit sharper there. It's a little bit softer there. Nice and lovely and sharp again. Not really that we're looking for a sharpness test, but let me just shoot on it. And then here's another shot. That's without no light. So the self-same settings and just turning the light on half power. And again, we're at f2.8, ISO 800 now, because the light was 4 meters away now. But we've still got a blazing shutter speed and ISO 800, and it's slightly overexposed. We should have shot that around f4, would have looked better. And I just thought I'd show you that with no light on. Again, shot really far side at living room, far side at bedroom, and then we turned on the light just to fill in. Look, kid's been drawing on my wall. Look. Better get pen out. And obviously that's the light, but you have seen that at the previous. That's the light on, lighting up the other side of the bedroom. Again, lighting up the other side of the bedroom. Again, now really turning the ISO up now to 1000 ISO and f2.2, and we turn the light on. I will tell you that all these shots were taken with the Canon EOS 7D Mark II, by the way, in JPEG. I will tell you that just before I go, that the light's absolutely outstanding. I did say it on the video that you just watched. And I recommend you run it around half power, unless you really need to squeeze that extra 2/3 of a stop out of it, because 1, it runs cold, it doesn't need the fans. 2, the batteries will last a long time, and it's only 2/3 of a stop on the ISO. I mean, I were at ISO 1000 here, but I probably didn't really need to be there, but there was no light whatsoever, and what can I say, it's an absolutely outstanding light for the money. I'd recommend you get it over the small YN-300 and the smaller ones, just because it's bigger and it's capable. And I don't know if you can see now, but you'll see now a lot better. There's the power adapter for it. And as you can see, look at ISO 800, 1000 on the 7D Mark II. There's no grain, and it's actually a pretty underexposed shadow. And it looks outstanding. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe.